Thank you for watching Hexagon Geospatial e-training. Our topic, Configuring Public Maps with GeoMedia Smart Client 2015. In this video, we'll check the prerequisites, see how to configure base maps, points of interest, and the search. Then, based on these definitions, we'll configure the map view. Finally, we'll see the configured public map project on the client side in the browser. To check the prerequisites, log on to the Smart Client Administrator. In order to be able to configure public maps, a project has to be configured and ready to use in GeoMedia Smart Client. This means that the symbologies must be defined and the legend created. Click Project and then open the example project Las Vegas. The project is opened and here we can see the defined coordinates. Click Legend to see the features. Here we see the defined legend with both live and cached features. We'll also check that the cached features are published. This is a requirement to use the features within public maps. Once we have checked everything, we can switch to the public maps administration. A base map defines the basic map content in public maps. There are a number of sources to use as the base layer, including Google Maps, Bing Maps, OpenStreetMap, or WMTS. When using a WMTS, it can be external, public, or one that's been generated using GeoMedia Smart Client. From the menu on the left, click Base Map. We have already configured a base map for Bing Maps, Google Maps, and OpenStreetMap. Click on Bing Maps to see more information. All of these sources must be configured to use the coordinate system with the EPSG code 3857 and a defined name. In addition, when using Bing Maps, the layer type and the API key must be defined. Google Maps only requires the layer type, and OpenStreetMap does not require any additional configuration parameters. Now we'll see how to configure a new base map with an existing WMTS. To start, from the base menu on the left, select New Base Map, then select WMTS GMSC. First, name the base map. Next to name, type Las Vegas WMTS. The base URL is defined. The WMTS dropdown displays all WMTS that have been configured for this site. Use the menu to select Las Vegas WMTS. Once a layer is selected, the rest of the properties are defined from the project parameters. Double-click the settings and save the configuration. Next, we'll define the points of interest, or POI overlays. From the POI menu, select New POI. Select the project. Expand the Facilities menu and place a check mark next to Hotel POI. We'll use this feature as the point of interest. Now define a tooltip for the selected feature. The tooltip must reference at least one attribute of the source feature. For this example, an HTML tooltip has been predefined. Paste the HTML into the HTML viewer and click Update. If you don't have a predefined tooltip, you can use the tools provided to create one. Once it's created, click Save. Here we see the new Hotel POI along with an existing POI, Events, that was created previously. In general, points of interest are in fact point features. However, a polygon or line feature can also be used as a POI. In either case, the whole item will be highlighted on the map and the marker will be set to the midpoint of the geometry. Now we'll define the search content for the application. A search is based on a database table having a valid full-text search configuration. From the search menu, select Search. This example has two predefined searches, an address search and an event search. We'll now add a search for hotels. From the search menu, select New Search. Next to name, type hotels and select EPSG 32107 for the coordinate system. The coordinate system must match the coordinate system of the database table. Next, select SQL Server as the data source and configure the connection parameters. Enter the user ID, password, connection string, and click Save. Finally, define the entity, key field, and geometry and click Save. Once the basic configuration is finished, the search fields and display fields must be selected. Select the search fields. Only columns that have been included in the full-text search configuration may be used as search fields. Place a check mark next to the search field to include, and click Apply. Next, select Display Fields. For this, any field may be used. Place check marks next to any fields to use and click Apply and Yes. Based on the selected display fields, define the format pattern to display the search result. In the Format window, select Insert HTML. Select the columns or fields to define the format. When finished, click Save. A map view is the combination of a base map with searches, POIs, and additional features that are used as overlays on the base map. Once these have been configured, the map view can be defined. From the Map View menu, select Map Views. The map views for Bing Maps, Google Maps, and OpenStreetMap have already been defined. Now we'll add a new map view based on the configured WMTS. From the Map Views menu, click New Map View. To use this map view as the default view whenever a user starts public maps, place a check mark next to Is Default and select the Las Vegas WMTS base map and Las Vegas project. The selected project will define the project bounds and the features that can be used in this view. Select a zoom level for the initial view. The Center East and Center North can be populated by clicking Project Center. Also, add any copyright information needed and click Save. Once you have saved the initial parameters, define the points of interest. Under POI, select Add. In the window that opens, use the drop-down menu to select Events and click Add. Use the same steps to add hotel POIs. Now add searches. From the drop-down menu next to Search, select Hotels. Next to POI, select Hotel POI and click Add. This will ensure the Hotel POI tooltip information will be displayed when we search for a hotel. Follow the same steps to add events. Be sure to associate the proper search and POI. Finally, add the general address search that does not have an associated POI. Leave the POI for this search blank. Finally, we'll add the features. In the Features box, click Add. Expand Facilities and select Schools. Then expand Hazards and select Fire Heat Map and click Add. Click Save. The last step is to create the symbols for the current configuration. This step generates all the symbols needed to display the POIs and the search results. From the Symbol menu, select Create Symbols. Next to the project, select Las Vegas and click Create Symbols. By selecting this button, the system will create the symbols for you. With the configuration complete, we can see the results on the client side in a browser. Public Maps comes up using the default map view, in this case, using the WMTS as a base map. On the left, we can see the Search panel and the Navigation panel on the right. The Layers tool allows you to change the map view, in this case between the Las Vegas WMTS, Bing Maps, Google Maps, and OpenStreetMap. Use the Share tool to share the map on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or by email. On the map, we can see the WMTS as the base map and the heat map and schools as overlay features. Zoom in to see the POIs. Now let's search for an address, hotel, or an event. In the search box, type Tropicana and make a selection. The map drives to the selected location. A search by hotel can also be used. Type Caesar's Palace. Again, the map drives to this location. Hover the mouse and see the tooltip. Last, use the search to find an event. Type HXGN Live. The information is displayed on the screen. Once we've found what we're looking for, use the Share tool to share the information. Thank you for watching this e-training module from Hexagon Geospatial. For more e-training, please visit hexagongeospatial.com/ e-training.